morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone around the world. So we're going to do a very simple bloom and how to fix a mistake. So first of all, you're going to make sure your mold is level. And I'm just quickly giving my mold a quick clean with some sellotape just to get the dust off. So I'm using a 1:1 resin and I've heated it up to 33 degrees Celsius. And I've poured it into the mold. Approximately halfway up. I'm taking my heat gun and I'm just popping any little surface bubbles that have risen to the top. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use 3 different color alcohol inks. I've got a very dark pink, I've got a lighter pink, and I've got purple. I was going to use an extra color, but I've decided against it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm using the darker pink and I'm going to put that around the complete edge of the mold. Now the reason you heat your resin up for my resin, I find that 33, 34 degrees is good. It just helps the inks move when the resin is warm. So as it contracts, it'll pull your colors in and start creating the gorgeous design. So that is a lighter pink that I've put on there. And I'm going to put some purple in the center. And then over the purple, I'm going to just put another few drops of the light pink. I mean, it's such fun playing around with the colors. So, everything is really just an experiment. We have no idea on the day how anything is really going to turn out. So I've taken some resin and I've mixed approximately 2 or 3 drops of ocean white and I've put it into a piping bag. And I've cut a very small hole at the end. And I'm now going to put it in a circle all around the inks. So this is what's going to give me the petals. So the more rings you put on, the more petals you're going to have. Now I've gone quite close here just because I wanted to see how it would turn out. But if you wanted bigger petals, more spread out, you would put less rings on here. And also when you're doing this, try not blob it because this is heavy, it starts sinking and you don't want big blobs on the other side when you demold it. I like to use a paintbrush when I'm pulling in. It's just because it's nice and round. It's not going to damage my mold. There's a bit of noise going on our road. They're doing a repair, so my apologies if it's distracting. And then I'm going to go in again from the outside towards the center. And then I've just taken a toothpick and I'm going to do a little swirl in the center. And then I'm going to cover it and I'm going to leave it overnight. And it's going to just slowly do its own thing as it cures. Right, now this is where I had a problem, which I'll tell you about now. I'm going to just show you quickly what I'm putting some holographic glitter into my black resin. I have mixed a little scoop of black mica powder into the resin, and I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of this holographic glitter, and I'm going to mix it in well. So what happened is I had a whole lot of molds that was time to demold, and without thinking, I went and I picked this one up and I popped it out. I mean, I just don't know why I did it. So now we know that to put something back into a mold, it's not going to be it's just not going to fit in as it did before. You're going to have gaps on this, a gap along around the edge. So I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to just go and bin this. So what I did was I poured a very, very thin layer of clear resin, and I knew it would run down the sides, but rather than that, than the black. So I did that. I did it did go down the sides, but it also seeped underneath the mold. So I will show you that just now. And now I've put my black over it, so that that clear layer of resin that I put on, I let it cure, and now I've put the black over, and I'm just going to make sure that it goes right up to the edge, and then I'm going to just take my heat gun and pop any surface bubbles. So I did the same thing. I left this overnight and I let it cure, and in the morning I came back and I demolded it. And I'll show you what the issue was with that thin layer that I put on having seeped underneath. It left a sort of ridge. That was unacceptable. I mean, I couldn't keep it like that. Right, so this is set now, and I'm going to demold it, and I'll show you what happened. That's the same glitter. I've just decanted it and put it into a little bottle. Okay, so you can see there on the top corner, there's like a really ugly piece that seeped underneath, and it's caused a ridge. So I've got to get rid of that. So what I've done is I've taken a sheet of sanding paper, I think it's a 240 grit, and I sanded it for approximately 5 minutes. I mean, if you've got a hand sander, that'll work as well. And I sanded it till I had completely got rid of that raised portion of the resin. So, you know, often our mistakes can be fixed. So it happens to all of us. Just, you know, rather try and fix it than bin it. You can still see that there is that mark there, but it's flat. The mark is gone. It's just left that sort of weird mark there. So I've taken some resin, I've mixed it already, and it's ready to pour. But before I do that, I'm just going to take some of my alcohol, and I'm going to spritz the top just to make sure that there's no dust that's been left over from the sanding. So the top is perfectly smooth now. and I'm just pouring my resin on the top. And I'll smooth it over, and you'll see that any of those little marks disappear as the new resin has been put over. But I would like to thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. You know, it does help. We're trying to grow the channel, and I will consistently be putting up videos of, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because, you know, it's just so that we can all learn. So that's the end result. Thank you so much for watching. Hope it's helped.